Hello and welcome back to GLADL Book Features. I'm Jean Fellows. Today we're going to do something a little different and look at the books of a particular author. The author we're going to feature today is one of my favorite nonfiction writers named Bill Bryson. I always have to check and make sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. This is one of his earliest books, A Walk in the Woods, and it is the one that he's possibly the most famous for. It's a story of the hike that he and a friend took along the Appalachian Trail and the things that they encountered there. Now, in the hands of a lesser writer, that wouldn't be possibly so entertaining, but the experiences they had and the skill in which he writes about them is what made this a bestseller and established him as a popular writer. So, Bill Bryson is an extremely funny man, says Bill McKibben. The Appalachian Trail is an exceedingly magnificent place, and together they have created an exceedingly fine book. Also, it weighs less than a pound, which is important if you want to take it with you hiking. So, this is the first book that we're looking at. The next book is one that I particularly enjoyed. This is Bill Bryson, At Home, A Short History of Private Life. And what he's really doing is he's applying that look at history and look at our social habits with a humorous touch. So he's going to take us on a tour of the house. And the house is consistent of many different things. So he'll talk about the year, the setting, the hall, the kitchen, the scullery and the larder, the fuse box, the drawing room, the dining room, the cellar, and on and on. And as he's explaining each of these, he'll tell us a little bit about the history of the room styles, the home styles, how they vary from country to country. And it says he has one of the liveliest and most inquisitive minds on the planet, and a master at turning the seemingly isolated or inconsequential into fascinating fact for the most diverting exposition imaginable. So if you want to know more about your house and why it's the way it is, here's the book for you. Another book that we have is Bill Bryson's One Summer, America, 1927. And in America, in the summer of 1927, there were some amazingly interesting things that went on. I had forgotten, for example, that on May 21st, 1927, Charles Lindbergh became the first man to cross the Atlantic by plane nonstop. Meanwhile, Babe Ruth was beginning his assault on the home run record, which would culminate on September 30th with his 60th blast, one of the most resonant and durable records in sports history. In between those dates, a Queen's housewife named Ruth Snyder and her corset salesman lover killed her husband, leading to a murder trial that became a huge tabloid sensation. So, in the summer of 1927, historical and pivotal events in the history of America, the changes that they made for us, and a humorous look at how all of that affected us. So, our author today, Bill Bryson, these are just 3 of the books that we have. We'd be happy to help you find the one that you're most interested in at the Grand Ledge Area District Library.